Holy cow, the Pope is getting discharged from the hospital, but he's looking feeble and frail, about as feeble as Nancy Pelosi on a daily basis. How's that hip feeling, Nancy? Oh, and her hands, they just look a little odd, don't they? You know, she's talking about the 15-year-old anniversary for the Affordable Care Act, and she's like, it wouldn't have been possible without Joe Biden being president of the Senate, and of course, President Barack Obama at the time. It's 1 o'clock somewhere, right? Just in case the slow people are listening, and they want to clip this up later and use it for their videos. Jasmine, honey bun, are you talking about me? She called me slow, but she must not watch my videos because everybody knows that we going fast. We do our news fast, okay? Life is short, news fast. Oh yeah, by the way, she says something about how she never condones violence. Okay, Jasmine, okay. Maybe you should watch Tesla Takedown, part 2. When you start letting your child protest at age 15, the vocal cords are going to develop all jacked up, okay? Because she's screeching all the time. Meanwhile, we got Sweetie Scott Pressler up in Wisconsin. All right, he is door knocking in the snow. He's got his flyers for Brad Schimmel for the Supreme Court in Wisconsin. We needed to get done. And not only that, I love the way that he says knocking. He's like, we are out here in Wisconsin knocking on doors. Now, another man that is crushing it at his job, Kash Patel. He has caught 3 of the FBI's top 10 most wanted criminals, okay? Good job, Kash. And not only that, but they have found a co-conspirator for the Abbey Gates incident in Afghanistan. That was something that Joe Biden could never do. And he had 4 years. Now, MSNBC, okay, they are not doing well. But we already knew that. However, it was hilarious because they had to let everybody know that a story that they had put out about Tulsi Gabbard was incorrect. We reported excerpts of an interview between the director of national intelligence and a Indian newscaster. Well, in the interview, Tulsi Gabbard said that the president was very good friends with a political leader. We reported that this was Vladimir Putin, when it in fact was the Indian Prime Minister Modi. So glad that we cleared that up. Guys, cringe level 1,000. Yeah, so it's like going to be a really good show. And when I am talking, you are not talking. When I am talking, you are not talking. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to have to like cut him out of the show. So as I was saying,
bro, look at his face.
He's like, this woman makes me drink soy milk every morning for breakfast.
Show you guys about us. And that is called, what is the word of the day?
Manterrupting.
And like that could be a good thing, or what else could it be called?
Correctile dysfunction.
Yes, correctile dysfunction. So glad that we cleared all of that up, guys. See, I do love him. I give him little kisses on his face. Ooh.
I've seen one of the loves of her life naked.
Not the love of my life.
Yeah, it was the love of her life, a very important boyfriend of hers, and we went to go see him on Broadway, and, well, you know, as our British friend would say, he had his bits out. And, you know, I've seen him before, I know what he looks like, and he turns around with his personality hanging out. I'm like, oh, okay. He had like a clarinet hanging out of his pants. Speaking of clarinets hanging out of pants, here is Michelle Obama's new hairstyle that she was rocking on the podcast recently, and I don't know why, but for some reason, it just reminded me of JoJo Siwa's recent hairstyle from hell. Speaking of great hairstyles, what do you like about Trump?
Well, you know, the substances coming across the border needed to stop, and closing it down, you know, no Democrat thinks that illegal immigration is appropriate. I just want to give a little origin story for someone that is very special to me. She's here. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, where are you? Come up here. Oh, I'm gonna tell you origin story. It's much better that way. She used to work with her mother cleaning houses. It's the American dream. She went from housing to barista, and then finally she went to Congress. And now she's showing every young one of you that you can do what she did.
Sure, Bernie, AOC might have Democrat potential, but she don't got Mount Rushmore potential.